90% of real estate agents are going to lose to AI. Not because AI sells houses better than you, because AI answers the phone faster than you. And in this business, the first person to respond wins the deal, not the best agent. The fastest one. If you're an agent selling property to international buyers, Spanish Coast, Portugal, Dubai, Cyprus, this is the most important 7 minutes you'll watch this year, because the game already changed. Most of you just haven't felt it yet. Here's the problem. You're good at your job. You know the market, you know the paperwork, the visas, the tax implications for a Dutch buyer versus a Belgian buyer. That's not the issue. The issue is speed and language. A lead comes in from a Facebook ad at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. You're asleep, or you're with another client, or you're just busy being a human being with one mouth and two hands. That lead does not wait for you. That lead fills out 3 more forms with your competitors before you wake up. And if that lead speaks German and you speak Spanish and English, you've already lost half the room before you even pick up the phone. Let's do the math, because I don't do vibes, I do numbers. Industry data says if you respond to a lead within 5 minutes, you're 21 times more likely to convert it than if you wait 30 minutes. 21 times. Most agents respond in, 2 hours? A day? By then, that lead has already spoken to 2 other agencies and picked a favorite. Now stack the language problem on top. You're marketing to Northern Europeans and Gulf buyers who don't share your first language. Every minute you spend on Google Translate or waiting for your one bilingual assistant to get back from lunch is a minute your competitor's system is already qualifying that lead in their native tongue. This isn't a "the market is tough" problem. This is a leak. You're not losing because you can't close. You're losing because the pipeline is leaking out the bottom before it ever reaches you. So let me show you what happens when you fix the leak instead of chasing more leads. One agency, 900 euros in ad spend. That's it. Less than the cost of a nice dinner for 4 in Marbella. That 900 euros generated 47 leads. Normal story so far, right? Here's where it gets interesting. Instead of those 47 leads sitting in a spreadsheet waiting for a human to call them back, an AI voice agent called every single one of them within 60 seconds. Not a chatbot. A voice, in their language, sounding like a real person, because most of the time the lead can't tell the difference. And honestly, they don't care. They care that someone picked up the phone and understood them. Out of those 47 leads, 11 booked appointments, 3 became sales. 3 sales from 900 euros in ad spend converted into 1.2 million euros in total property sales value. Now, I want you to sit with that ratio for a second. 900 euros in, 1.2 million euros in transacted property value out. That's not a marketing win. That's a different category of business entirely. And here's the part that should actually bother you. The agents who lost those leads, the ones who called back in 3 hours instead of 60 seconds, they probably had the same listings. Maybe better ones. They just weren't first. First responder wins. Every time. Write that down. So the question isn't, how do I become a better salesperson? You're probably already good. The question is, how do you make sure you're the first voice that lead hears in their language? No matter what time it comes in, that's not a hiring problem. You can't hire someone who speaks 5 languages and never sleeps for a normal salary. That person doesn't exist. But the system does. This is the golden key method. It's built on 3 pieces, and I'm going to walk you through the logic. Not to sell you, just so you understand why speed and language solve 90% of this problem. Piece 1. Instant multilingual response. The second, a lead hits your funnel. From a Facebook ad, a portal, a referral form, an AI voice agent calls them within 60 seconds. Not a text, a call, in their language. Because a text gets ignored. A call in your own language, 60 seconds after you inquired, gets answered almost every time. Piece 2. Qualification and booking. Automated. The AI isn't just saying hello, it's qualifying. Budget, timeline, which property, which language they want to continue in, and it's booking the appointment directly onto your calendar. You wake up, and instead of 47 unanswered leads, you've got a calendar full of qualified appointments with buyers who are already warm. Piece 3. The nurture sequence that doesn't let anyone go cold. Not everyone books on call 1. Some people need 3 touches, 5 touches, 10 touches. Most agents give up after touch 2. The system doesn't get tired, doesn't forget, doesn't skip the Thursday follow-up because it's been a long week. It just keeps working the lead until they say yes or no. Here's the reframe I want you to leave with. You've been running your business like a fishing pond. Cast a line, hope something bites, reel it in manually, one at a time. What you actually want is a vending machine. Someone puts money in, a lead comes in, and the system does the same profitable thing every single time, without you standing there. Voice AI, done right, converts leads at 30 to 45%. Chat and email-only follow-up, the stuff most agencies are still doing, converts at 8 to 15%. That's not a small gap. That's the difference between a business that scales and one that's capped by how many hours you personally have in a day. Look, I'm not here to tell you AI replaces you. It doesn't. You close the deal, you build the relationship, you know the market better than any bot ever will. What AI replaces is the 47 leads that used to die in your inbox because you're one person and the market doesn't wait. If you want to see exactly how this works for agents selling to international buyers, the golden key method, there's a link below where you can see it in action. No pressure, just go look at how the system's built. And if you got any value out of this, drop a comment and tell me, how many leads did you lose last month because nobody called back in time? I read every one. Let's talk about it.